Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Card Sharks here on the channel. Glad to be with us once again. AJ was supposed to be with us tonight to face Nels, but AJ is not here. We do have a different challenger for him, though, and it's Shedrick Weatherspoon. How are you, sir? I am doing just fine. And Nels, you have a 2-day total of, let me see, $16,400, I do believe. Something along those lines. Alright.
I hope you'll be okay with party gifts, so.
Well, we shall see what happens. Best of luck to both Nels and Shedrick. And as we get into this match, I'll quickly remind you that the winner of this game will not return next week. That, folks, is because Brandon's going to be taping Game Show Marathon next week. So whoever wins this match will return on the 21st. Alright? So, good luck to both of you. And now we're going to start off this match with an audience poll question.
Okay.
It was asked to 10 8th grade boys in Phoenix, Arizona. And normally we would have those 10 8th grade boys in the studio with us, but because of events going on in the world that are unmentionable right now, we actually surveyed these people via Zoom. And we were asked, and they were asked, is your mother usually right when your parents are in a fight? How many of them said yes, the mother is usually right when their parents are in a fight?
I'm going to say that's a very mediocre number. I'm going to say
6 of them. Alright, Shedrick, higher or lower than 6?
most women argue that
Gonna go lower than 6. Actual number of 8th grade boys in Phoenix who said their mother's usually correct when their parents are in a fight is 9 of them. It's higher. Alright. Champ goes to the board first in this one. And Nels, your first card is a deuce.
I'll go higher.
Higher than the 2. A king. Gonna go lower than the king. Oh, an ace. Great card, but unfortunately some bad luck. Still early on, though. Shedrick is gonna go to the board now, and you are gonna start off with a jack. Lower than the jack. It's a 3. Higher than the 3. It's a 5. Get a 3's on that 5. Well, even with that 5, the odds would actually still be a little bit in your favor. Nonetheless, the 3's call has been made, and the next question goes to our challenger, Shedrick. We surveyed 100 women, and we asked them, should women be drafted if the Army starts drafting men again? How many of them said yes?
$36.
36 of them. Alright, now is higher or lower than 36? Alright, he's going to say higher. Actual number of women who said that women should be drafted if the Army starts drafting men again is 46. It's higher. Alright, Nels, you got to start again with the deuce.
Yeah, let's go higher.
Alright, higher than the 2. A 4. Higher than the 4. A queen. Lower than the queen. It's a 4. To win the game, higher than the 4. Jackie, you take game number 1. Congratulations. So you've got... Well, you've got an early lead over Shedrick here, 1-0. Shedrick, though, I believe was a champion on our show earlier this season, so he knows what he needs to do to stay alive here. Alright. However, question number 1 in this second game is going to go to Nels, and it's an educated guess question that we have for you. On average, when a woman gives birth to her first child, how many hours does her labor last?
I'm going to say at least 14 hours.
14 hours. Alright, Shedrick, higher or lower than 14?
I'll say
Lower than that. Alright. On average, when a woman gives birth to her first child, the number of hours the labor lasts is 14! Nels got it exactly right. Nels, hold out your hand here. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500 dollars. Spend that money wisely. You not only get that bonus for getting the survey exactly right, you've also got an ace to start off the second game.
Oh, glorious.
Lower than the ace. It's an 8.
Let's go higher. He's taking
Risking it for the biscuit. Higher than the 8. No, a 4. Ooh. We're going to fill in those spaces in a moment, but first let's see how Shedrick fares. Shedrick, you are starting off the second round with a 4. Higher than the 4. A king. Lower than the king. It's a 4. Higher than the 4. Another 4. Ooh. You don't get anything for a pair. Not in this game. Alright. Well, nonetheless, we fill in those spaces. And Shedrick, the question goes to you. This next one here. Alright. We surveyed 100 single women, 65 years of age or older, and dating, and asked them if they would marry a man who kept calling them by his first wife's name. How many of them said that they would? Going right up the middle with 50. Nels, higher or lower than 50? Lower than 50. Actual number of these single women, 65 years or older, dating, who said they would marry a man who kept calling them by their first wife's name is 24. It is lower. Alright, Nels, you've got the ace once again.
Lower.
Lower than the ace. 4.
Higher than 4.
Going higher than the 4. No, a deuce. My goodness, we're getting some bad luck with the cards here. Shedrick, let's see if you can do any better. You've got the 4.
Higher.
Let's see, higher than the 4? No, it's a 3. We're going to fill the gaps in and go back to Nels with the next question. Well, remember, I'm not the one that's dealing them out. Anyways, Nels, this next one's for you. We surveyed 100 divorced women receiving alimony, and we asked them, would you try to have your ex-husband thrown in jail if he stopped paying the alimony? How many of them said that they would do that to their ex?
I would say that's a middle to high number. I would say 62.
62 of them. Shedrick, higher or lower than 62? Gonna go higher. Actual number of divorced women. Actual number of divorced. The actual number is 54. It's lower. Nels, I do believe you are a mind reader here. And a very good one at that. Maybe the third time will be the charm.
Lower. I'm gonna go lower.
Lower than the ace. 8.
Yeah, I'd say lower this time.
Lower than the 8. A 7.
Higher than 7.
Gonna risk it. Higher than the 7. No, it's a 2. Wow. Shedrick, maybe the third time will be the charm for you. Higher than the 4 once this thing comes up. There we go. Higher than the 4. It's a jack. Lower than the jack. It's a 5. Higher than a 5. It's a 9. You are 1 card away from tying it.
Go, I dare ya.
This is to tie the game. It's a 6. And we have ourselves a tie game. Alright, Shedrick picks up $100. Nels, you currently have $600 as a result of that money bonus from before. And now we're going to go to sudden death. 3 cards apiece and 3 questions are going to be asked. And the first of those 3 questions, potentially, is going to go to our challenger, Shedrick. Alright, good luck to both of you. Shedrick, we start with you on this tiebreaker round, as I just said. Alright, Shedrick, we surveyed 100 bachelors in Southern California and asked them if they've ever dated a famous actress. How many of them said yes, they've dated a famous actress?
Pretty high.
56 of them. Nels, higher or lower than 56?
I'm going to say higher.
Gonna go higher than 56. Actual number of bachelors in Southern California who said that they've dated a famous actress is only 11 of them. Wow.
Damn it. Watch your 8 or 9, I'll be happy.
Well, let's see what happens. It's a king. Lower than the king.
8.
It's an 8. Gonna freeze on that 8.
I'm not taking chances.
Well, Nels, what that did is it keeps you alive for right now.
It does, yes.
And not only that, you are in control of this next question, which was surveyed to 100 married women. We asked them if they've ever said to their husband, "You never listened to me," only to realize that he wasn't even listening. How many of them said yes?
You know this is set. You know they have a misspelling up there.
I am aware of that, yes.
Okay, just check.
50. The misspelling does not have any impact on the game, though.
No.
Shedrick, higher or lower than 50? Higher than that. Actual number of married women who said they've ever said to their husband, "You never listened to me," only realize that he wasn't listening, is 86. Shedrick goes back to the board, and I should probably never try to imitate a woman's voice again. Shedrick, you can play the 8 or change it.
Change that filthy snowman. Watch it be another 8.
It's a 10.
Oh.
If this is lower, okay, a 9 or lower, you become the new champion. A 10 or more, and Nels will stay alive. Very important flip coming up. Lower than the 10. It's a 5. Shedrick is the new champion. Alright, Shedrick, congratulations. Nels, he got you there, but you're leaving the stage with $17,000. That is not too bad.
I'll take that.
All right.
I hope you choke in the phone.
All right.
I still love you, but I hate you when you do it.
All right, Shedrick, let's get you over here to the money cards. You know, of course, how this works. All right. If there was an option to skip this part, I would. But unfortunately, I can't. What I can give you, though, is give you $200 in new money to bet with. And, of course, as you know, you get one free joker for winning the match. That'll give you at least one chance at winning a new card, the second part of this end game. You're, of course, allowed to change one card per line. And we wish you the very best of luck here as you try to win yourself $32,000. Are you ready?
Absolutely.
All right. Best of luck here, Shedrick. And you are going to start off with a 10.
Let's go $100 lower.
Okay, he's going to keep the 10, and he is going to go $100 lower.
Shit, man.
It's a deuce. You have $300. All right, the whole thing higher than the 2. All right. Come on, let's see $600 here. Let's see $600. And we do a 7. Okay. 1, 2, or 3.
Number 2.
All right, going right in the middle there, and the 7 is now. Let's toss that 7 down into the bottom, the depths of Bikini Bottom, and you've got yourself a queen now. All right, you've got $600 right now. We're gonna turn it into $1,200 if this is lower. It is. You've got a 5. Let's move that up. We'll give you another $400. And you have $1,600 now, and a 5 is your card.
All in. Well, then, I'm gonna bet $1,000. That's how high.
Okay.
Check it.
Originally bet the whole thing, but then changed the bet before I could put it in there, which is allowed. $1,000 higher than the 5. It's a 10. You have $2,600. And you have 2 spare cards left, of course.
I'm gonna go. Let's see. $2,000. That's low. You fool.
He's going $2,000, lower than the 10. Who's the fool now, Nels? $4,600 now, Shedrick. You still have those 2 spare cards, and you can change the. All right. It's an ace.
You were saying oh, Lord!
The whole thing lower than the ace. Let's turn that into $9,200. Yes, a queen. Let's move that up. You must risk at least $4,600 on this, and you have a queen, a very good card. $18,400 coming your way if this card is lower. No! Wow. Well, Shedrick, don't feel too bad, because you can make up for all of that right now by winning this brand new car. A Volkswagen GTI 2-door. And this automobile is worth $23,946. Alright, Shedrick, you have one joker. Gonna go with number 3. Alright, I'd love to see you win a car to make up for that terrible bust on the money cards, but we can't give it to you. Where was it? Number 6, near the other end. Well, Shedrick, as a result of that unfortunate bust, you only have $200 to take with you into the next match. But as I mentioned at the beginning of the show, that will not be for a couple of weeks because we've got Game Show Marathon taping all next week on Brandon's end. So Shedrick will return on April 21st, which is in 2 weeks. We hope to see you then.